believe it or not, I'm not a fan of AI because I never like to prioritize efficiency over potentially freedom, democracy, or something like that. The reason I say that is because I think AI is a great danger to humanity, because I always ask myself, who is training the AI? AI has to be trained by a human. It has to learn from someone. So if we look at ChatGPT, which obviously blew up earlier this year, it was very political. You could ask ChatGPT certain questions and it would give you a political answer. So I'll give you two examples and then I'll move on to the trading bots. The first example is I asked ChatGPT about COVID, I asked it about vaccines, and it gave me the typical government response. And by that point, I think it was February or March earlier this year, we had already globally established that vaccines had lethal side effects and also weren't effective. We had already established this as fact, and yet ChatGPT was still giving me the government response. That's a big issue for me. I then went on to ask it about traditional gender roles and this and that, and it told me that traditional gender roles are bad. It started talking about the patriarchy and all sorts of things. And again, these are really left-wing ideas that this AI, which I'm supposed to just trust, is now simply regurgitating. So that's my issue. Who controls the AI? However, I do think that AI is the future, and you can't, I don't think we should avoid these sorts of technologies because you will get left behind. And many crypto companies, you mentioned yourselves as well, are very AI focused. And the fact is, the market is responding extremely well to these types of tools. So I'll give you an example. The YPredict platform actually raised over $2 million in their pre-sale, as retail investors simply see a lot of value in these trading bots. It saves a lot of time. As you mentioned, being a trader is extremely difficult. It's a very high level skill that's required. Some of my clients that are traders, they find it so difficult to do anything other, to balance their life, to do anything other than trading. They say that if they focus more on marketing or if they focus more on building their social media brand, suddenly their trading starts to fall short and they're doing really badly with trading. And so they have to sort of rebalance things. And so I think that AI is an incredible tool when it comes to trading. It's a difficult skill, it saves a lot of time, but I do think it can potentially lead to a lot of hot air in the market. So kind of similar to how I started this response. How decentralized are these trading bots? What if someone is able to control these trading bots and manipulate the market? So there are a lot of concerns that I have here. New technology is always really brilliant and is always incredibly fascinating, and it does add a lot of value to our lives. Just look at us right now. We're having this conversation. We're obviously miles away from each other, but with all technology, there is a dark side and there is a downside. And, I just think it's something which we have to be extremely aware of and figure out how we can, I don't know whether regulate is the word, but how we can prepare for the negative sides to these technologies. And then I think, I'm happy to embrace it. Hi, I'm Layah Heilpern, and you're watching Think Smart Education.